Johnny, what are you doing?
There is no Johnny. Only Doom!
Hello, Kōrero.
I am Dr. Doom. My bottom lip coming through the lip. Oh. It's too hot for that shit. Look, honestly, I think the MCU is bringing in Dr. Doom, and this is why. WandaVision at this point of time, what is it, 2nd of Feb? Yeah, you're getting glimpses of what could be Mephisto as an MCU villain. Quite literally mean the devil. Satan, Lucifer, 666, Beelzebub, Momo. And he's not just the type of villain that you can scream at with power beams and he's dead. Nah, he's much more sinister and much more manipulative. He's gonna be around for a while. WandaVision is the start of where we get introduced to him. Thing is though, WandaVision ties directly into Doctor Strange too. So we could be seeing Wanda as a villain for a good chunk of that movie. And then revealing Mephisto for the first time as the real bad guy. Like I said before though, you can't just kill Mephisto. He's not a one movie villain. Like imagine the Bible if Satan got blasted by a Jesus beam and that's it. No more evil. The Bible would be an awesome anime. But something tells me it won't be like that. Before we even get to what the Doom plot would be, we need to cast him, right? All I did was look up Dr. Doom MCU casting and there it is. Dan Stevens from Legion already looking to be involved with the Dr. Doom property. Well, that was like 4 years ago. We haven't heard anything since then. Well, we don't want that, do we? But I've got a better theory. Marvel hasn't done it yet because they're waiting for the right time. And that time starts right now! Well, actually, it starts after Doctor Strange 2. But I'll talk about it right now. What this movie is, Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange's fun adventure in hell. Or the real title, Triumph and Torment. So this comic in particular tells a great story about Doom and Strange teaming up to go fight Satan. Look, I know it sounds like some real edgy preteen fanfic, but it's good. Trust me. But to begin, Cynthia Von Doom, who I will be referring to as Mummy Doom from now on, she made a deal with the devil, Mephisto. She trades her soul for power so she can punish the current leader of Latveria, her home, who persecutes her people. But there's a deal with the devil, right? There's going to be some sneaky loophole. And what that loophole was, for every person that she kills, a kid from the same village dies. Mephi loves killing kids. And Mummy Doom gets sad, she gets stabbed, and then her soul is captured by Mr. Mephi from her village. And he's so evil. So evil. In fact, every Midsummer's Eve, he allows Dr. Doom to battle with the powers of hell for Mummy Doom's soul. And every time it ends in a stalemate. It's like being constipated. Like you push, you push, you push. You get nothing but pain, blood, and hemorrhoids. And that's where Doctor Strange comes in. Bad segue. But all the most powerful sorcerers get called in by email to test who is worthy to become Sorcerer Supreme. A title that used to be held by the Ancient One. And that hobo down the road who huffs glue. Doom and Strange are invited to the Sorcerer Supreme slumber party, and they thought it would be a great idea to get ready together in their room listening to Lizzo and talk about boys, and then they go into this random magical place to do the test. After the big test, Doctor Strange wins and is titled Sorcerer Supreme. Doctor Doom is the only one left standing, and by doing so, he's granted one favor from Strange as the new Sorcerer Supreme. You'd think a guy like Doctor Doom would ask Strange to help him destroy any evidence of the last 3 Fantastic Four movies. But instead, he asked to save his mum from the depths of Mephisto's baby-eating dining room. In the comics, he absorbs the twins' yum yum power for me, and thus begins the buddy cop movie we never thought we needed.
Trying the torment.
And look, as I was writing this, Marvel released a new trailer for WandaVision called Triumph. Is the next one going to be Torment? That could be a massive coincidence, but Marvel ain't the type of studio that just does things coincidentally. Mephisto could be the answer to all of the shit hitting the fan in WandaVision. And Doctor Strange teaming up with Doctor Doom could be the answer to beating that shit-covered fan. Look, Strange and Wanda may only temporarily disarm him for a brief time in Doctor Strange 2 before we get introduced to a new character. Like Doom, who has a history with Meave. After we get Doctor Strange 2, we've built up a certain hate for Mephisto as a villain, and then Marvel can introduce Doom from his perspective. His constant battle between power, hate, redemption, and the troubles he has to overcome while being his own worst enemy? Come on! Like, he's not as bad compared to Satan. He's still really bad, but like, you know, good enough for a movie. But like, while Strange was off fighting off some hell creatures, Mr. Meth was like,
Yo, Doom, check this out. You give me Doctor Strange's soul, I'll give you Mummy Doom back.
and Dr. Doom was like, oh boy, it's my lucky day! Swap Strange for Mummy Doom, and guess what happens? Because Doom did a dastardly deed, she rejected the deal and said,
Doom, what the f***? He's good for another 3 movies.
and because of that noble effort, thinking about the future of the MCU, her soul is redeemed and is free. Then Strange escapes using a device Doom placed on him. So that makes it seem like Doom had this plan all along. And then Strange uses Mummy Doom's heaven energy to blast through Mephisto's head.
Ow.
So maybe he can be killed by screams and light beams. How this ties into the MCU more so is the fact that there is a confirmed Fantastic Four movie, as well as there being an empty slot for the most recent announcements. Could that be an empty slot for Doom? Before we get Fantastic Four, they've proven to have an in-depth understanding of how to write great villains, so I think they've earned the right to have a movie centered around Doom, around a villain, and like how he spirals out of control into the person he becomes. I'd rather that as our introduction to Doom, and find out later how much he gets out of control, rather than another Fantastic Four movie.
Hot tempered onto Jonathan. Take my advice. Keep your cool.
The Fantastic Four, give us Doom! Well, actually, like, Fantastic Four could be cool because John Watts is directing it, so it'll be fun. I hope. But Captain Feige even said that they're working on a character that Marvel has wanted to use for ages but couldn't because of studio rights. And what's even more interesting is that he said we'll be seeing him sooner than we think. Who else but Doom? It's been in the works for so long, surely they've come up with something, right? If they haven't, then... Doctor Strange 2 is the perfect opportunity to introduce him during an end credit scene. Close your eyes. Nah, don't, like, keep watching the video, but imagine you're closing your eyes, right?
What are you doing?
I'm excited theorizing it, and I could be completely wrong. But that's what's fun about Marvel. None of it's real, so we can theorize, we can dream, we can be wrong. Except for me, because I'm the Dr. Prodigy King Lord of Marvel. But what matters the most is that we can all enjoy something together. But I swear to you, Captain Feige, if we don't get Doctor Doom, so forget everything you know about Doctor Doom from the other movies, right?
Keep your cool.
Get ready for one of the most cunning villains with the character arc so juicy. It'll attract all the edgy teens to buy green capes, Doom masks, and a never-ending supply of badly cropped memes. Sure, Dr. Doom is a bit of a silly sausage, but he's dope as as a villain. In Triumph and Torment, he has a fantastic arc and an unexpected redemption. Regardless of what you think about solo villain films, Marvel again will show everyone how to do these types of movies properly. I'm not saying like the Joker was made badly. I'm not saying the Joker or anything was made badly, but hot damn was it difficult for people to wrap their heads around. A villain being the main character? Not in my comic book cinematic releases! Although, villains having their own movie should only be an every now and then thing. We've seen how bad they can be, Venom, and we've seen how good they can be. Doom is begging for an MCU rendition. Well, I'm begging, really. Having Mephisto introduced in the MCU brings so many opportunities for new characters, new plot lines, and a new understanding of what the MCU can bring. What the MCU has been missing this whole time are rights to certain characters. And now that they have a smorgasbord full of them, we're going to be getting what made characters from the comics so good implemented into the MCU. Starting with Doom. To waste such an opportunity like this would be dumb. It would be a big dumb idiot move. I didn't even get paid for this but I should be. See you next time.